right, man, let's talk about the worst type of woman you can date. And I think people need to hear this. It's not a therapist. Like people that say, oh, I don't date therapists and this, that, and third, or, it's not a profession. It's not a nurse or nothing like that. And I hate people say, well, nurses are this type. I mean, you can get a nun that could be a hoe on the low. You got to worry about the person, not the profession. You know what I'm saying? And if you create a safe space for women to be able to talk in, as a man, they will talk to you. A lot of y'all just do too much. Y'all do too much talking. Y'all do too much judging. You do too much opinion. Don't be opinionated with a woman. Do like when somebody telling you something that you don't give a fuck about. Like, wow, that's crazy. Like, just have that face. But it's not none of that. It's not a hoe. It's not a stripper. It's not a prostitute. It's not a fat bitch. It's not a skinny chick. It's not a hood rat with kids. No. Worst type of woman you can date is a feminist. You know what I'm saying? And what you find about feminists, is that it's kind of where you find out about women who black women who divest. See, they give you every reason why they divest from dating black men, but then they tell black men that they shouldn't divest from dating black women. Look here, if you believe in divesting across the board, if you believe in that, you shouldn't worry. If you don't want to deal with black dudes or you don't want to deal with black women, you shouldn't worry about what they doing. That's like your ex who say, well, I moved on and I really don't care what you do. Okay. And, why you stalking my page? Why you riding around my house? Why you worried about what I'm doing? Why you care if I block you on social media? You know what I'm saying? See, they'll weaponize shit like that against y'all too, man. When you block your chick off social media, oh man, that's sassy. Only sassy man. No, don't do that. That means you doing something right. When they start name calling and that's acting like a girl, whatever. Especially if you got kids with her and she see you doing better than her. Oh man. You keep everything private. It's even more worse when you got a baby mama or ex-wife or some shit like that, or a scorned ex-girlfriend. But for feminists, the reason it's worse to date them is because they hate men. It's misogyny. I did a video saying it's misogyny, not misandry. I mean, it's misandry, not misogyny. It's a lot of misandry in the game when it comes to that. So how you going, the very same person that you hate, that you feel oppressed by, how you gonna shack up with them? And I say this about women who claim to be lesbian. The one that play the guy and the one that play the female. They all cheat. For the right dude, they all cheat. I did a video on lesbians having their highest divorce rates, more than any other couple, heterosexual, two gay men, whatever you wanna identify yourself as. And one of the number one reasons that they have these dudes out here doing the same speed limit, bro. Come on. One of the big reasons that they have a divorce rate or have issues is simply because of infidelity and DV and not keeping their hands to themselves. So that's let you know exactly, when they go around talking about how they don't feel safe around black men and all that, because they the ones that provoke it. They the ones that get physical. They the ones that ignite the argument. But being with a feminist, man, you with somebody who don't like you, not because you ain't kind, giving. They don't like you because of your chromosomes. They don't like you because you a man. So how you gonna be with somebody that don't like you, bro? And then the first thing they say is they don't need you. And then, they'll swallow their pride when they do need you. And then they'll turn around, get what they want out of you. Right? And turn and do the same thing again. You can't be with no woman who hates you, bro. I'd rather you go wife up a hoe. No cap. I'd rather you go wife up a hoe. You can't be with no woman that hates you. That hate you because of you're a man or you a male, whatever you want to identify as. They jealous because you're physically stronger. That's one thing I had a conversation with somebody the other day about it. And I shut her ass down because women that talk about how And the conversation was, well, you know, us women to get God's chance again, and we mess up one time and y'all want to be done. And I said, hey, just like y'all can be gay on Wednesday and then go back to being straight by Thursday and nobody better out. That's facts. Couldn't say nothing. It's definitely different when a woman, they have less room for error in a relationship, especially when it comes to infidelity. And women can't really fathom stuff like that, but that's a different conversation, not to venture off. But feminism is the hatred and misandry for men, because they're not men, they want to be men. Until it's time to be a man, and it's time to take the grunt of the blame. It's time to go out there and deal with all the cons and the pros. See, when women look at being a man, they see the glamour of it. Oh, they bigger, they stronger. They can work all these hard hours. They don't have to carry a child. They don't have to go through a period. But they don't see the other side of it. When you talking about, you know, having emotional stability or having somebody to emotionally lean on, as a man, you emotionally got to lean on yourself. As a man, you taught to hold everything in, and that's one of the reasons we die early. As a man, when it's time to get bailed out, ain't nobody there to bail you out, especially if your parents ain't around. As a man, when you go ask for money, everybody look at you funny. Imagine if a woman go say, well, you know, I need $100 to get through Friday, and she's single. Somebody go, okay, go $100. Pay me back when you can. But if she got a husband at home, like, why can't Ty give you that $100? Why can't he? So it's a different ball game. And when women start going out there and seeing how hard it really is to be a man, I think a lot of feminists, when they get out there, they change their mind. How many of those lesbians that got in that divorce rate run back to their husband or run back and find a man? You would be surprised, bro. I was talking to a chick, and she wanted to come chill, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Real good looking chick, bro. And she used to be a stud. Yep, she used to be a stud. Okay. She used to be a stud. Damn, why the hell is going on with this traffic, bro? This is ridiculous. You usually don't. Oh man, this nigga is shut down in the middle lane, bro. These trucks, bro. I swear to God, these trucks. And I showed just cut somebody else off. I showed did. This truck then broke down in the middle of the motherfucking lane, or whatever, or whatever you doing. I know your load get the leaning or something. You got to stop immediately. You can't keep driving. But nonetheless, I cut this white lady. I don't know she mad. I'm all type of N-words and stuff. But nonetheless, I deserve it. But carrying on, man. When you start, you look at it. How many don't? I know of a girl. You know what I'm saying? Was with her girl, whatever. And the girl ended up going back to her husband. She couldn't afford the rent no more. Had to move back to the crib with her mama. You'll be surprised when they see how when they see that another woman or how hard it is doing themselves. You got a lot of feminists who humble themselves. Can they change? Absolutely. Absolutely. How you think a hoe become a housewife? Because it happens all the time. They get tired of hoeing, they go find a sucker go find a sucker usually, and then he able to take care of them and pamper them and put them where they need to be at. Now when she go through that midlife crisis again, maybe she might want to go through that. She might want to go back and run to the streets and do that again. But for the most part, when they figure out how hard it is to be don't let their ass in. Come on, there you go. Nope, I ain't letting you in. Nope, go ahead and hit my car. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Nah, because they could have sat there and literally waited like everybody else. But yeah, you got a lot of women that figure out they start hitting that clock and they start figuring out they lonely and shit like that. They figure out they need a man. And some women that's just too stubborn, but those are the worst type of females to date because you constantly in competition and you laying next to the enemy. So when it's time for her to upgrade or she get that feeling, she hates you. And this is why, you know, and I agree with a lot of people say, date who actually likes you. You know, and that's hard for y'all to fathom. Go out there and play in the field and, you know, hit Miss Baddie and hit the chicks you feel like you will never be able to hit if you ain't had the money, or hit the chicks that's not interested, you just gaming up to hit just to have fun with their ass. But actually, when you talking about getting into a relationship and building a family, date the woman that actually like you and have some feelings towards you, because it's harder to do you dirty. Date the chick that makes sure you go to your doctor's appointments. Date the chick when you you know, you talking about, you know what, I'm hurting right now. You know, she give you a couple dollars to get by and she ain't bitching and complaining about it. Date the selfless woman. Date the God-fearing woman. Date the woman that believes in something. Date the woman that believes in educational values. Date the woman that you want your daughter to grow up and be like. Date the woman that you want your son to be able to be groomed by, to be a nice young man and be raised right by. You know what I'm saying? That's who you want to date. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't go out here and marry a feminist because, you know, she good looking, whatever, but then she hates you. Now, you know, is that feeling created over the course of time? Yeah. Whoever, you know, some of the feminists, they get graped. Like I said, grapes. They have bad experience with men. They have bad relationship. A lot of them turn around and they have bad relationships with men, and then they put that on all men. You know, oh, I hate black men because of what one dude did. They all like this, and it's not true. A lot of them hate men because they continue to pick the wrong type of men. They can't help that they're attracted to a toxic person or a bad type of man. That's just what they're attracted to. Then they say, well, nobody told me which guy to like and which guy not to like. This is why they have prearranged marriages and still do around the world. Because people don't know how to pick the proper mate. You know? So that's one thing you kind of gotta remember as well too, is that a lot of people can't pick. You just pick wrong, and that's who you're attracted to. And then, you know the guy that's the right guy for you, or right woman for you, you just not attracted. That just don't what turn you on. But you can't lay next to somebody that's in competition with you. You can't lay next to somebody and build somebody with somebody that hates you, or can't stand you. You know, so that's just the message, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Want to donate to the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.